like a bit of green, garnish the top.
Good morning.
Morning.
honey. Good morning. That is actually the perfect, like, it's actually quite good. I'm so excited. This is a dress that I ordered and I've been looking for a really long time. It's the Lurika Matoshi Lemon dress. So I have the strawberry version. This is the lemon one. I've wanted this for a while. I would look online. I had alerts on the side. Oh my god, it's perfect. Look at it. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh my god.
Dinner will be ready in about 6 hours.
Girl dinner. So pretty.
Oh, where is it? We're back in a moment. Cutie pie, stay on packaging, okay?
It's amazing. Right, I'm gonna take off any jewelry because this is all like tulle and I don't want any like rings or watch straps to catch it. Good morning. Oh my god, you can hear it in my voice. It's the 22nd of December. Oh my goodness. So yeah, so today I've got more teaching with Project Resurgence, which is probably one of my favourite places to teach at. It's their last day of the Christmas workshop. So we've just got classes and then, yeah, just gonna make sure all their stuff is ready because they've got a parent showcase. And then there's a Christmas party. So the rundown of yesterday, oh my goodness, the Battle Royale. So I played Dungeons and Dragons. I started playing Dungeons and Dragons in June 2023. And I met my wonderful partner James in September 2023. So James is a dungeon master and he's played Dungeons and Dragons for years, but I'd already kind of started dabbling in Dungeons and Dragons prior to meeting James. But obviously James has got a lot of expertise, so he helped me quite a lot. So I then made a character for his game. So my character on screen, I'll put a couple of pictures. His name is Leonardo Pixida. Pixida means compass in Greek. He is a heron, which are like bunny humanoids. If you're a humanoid, essentially, like certain things apply to you as it would for humans, but you might not look human, if that makes sense. So there's different kinds of creatures and races, but a heron, which are like hare folk, like bunnies, are humanoids. But we have, with James's lovely kind permission, I flavoured him to be like a really cute chubby bunny, so less of a hair and more of like a really cute like white fluffy bunny. So he's a barbarian, so that means real tanky, hit real good, and he's not very clever. So yeah, so essentially a friend of ours called Stuart decided to run, it's called the Solstice series, and it's like a battle royale, like think like a Christmas special, like that's the kind of vibe. So it's like there's no consequences, like none of this is real, basically, like it's a dream. So we all got to choose like all the players, so 10 of us I think at the end, and it's all online on this platform that I hate called Roll20. I find it really inaccessible, but anyway, that's a me problem, not the platform. So basically we all got to choose a character because there've been lots of games like through the years. So I have Leo, and I do have another character called Winifred, who's a red panda. Am I basically always going to play cute animals? Yes I am, because why not? So I do actually have like other characters that are not cute animals in different games, but I like playing cute animals, sue me. So basically everyone got to pick, but I kind of thought, well, Leo is really tanky and it's a battle royale situation, so it's like 10 enter, 1 leaves, like that's the kind of vibe. And for me, I was like, haven't really played Winnie, and she's a rogue and she's a red panda, and like she does hit, but she's very sneaky, that's her kind of vibe. So I was like, I feel like Leo is the best choice for me. And it's also the character that I have the most connection with because I've played him a lot more. So, in the end, I won, which is so exciting. Like, I really was like, I would just like to try and survive, because essentially how it worked was all of our characters went to level 16. So you get to level 20. So level 16 is like it's really high, basically. Yeah, and as a barbarian, he got like loads of cool things that he could do. James helped me quite a lot in terms of like leveling him up, because I've never had a character at level 16. I think the highest I've ever had is level 11, and let alone he's my first barbarian character, so I've never had like a barbarian kind of rise through the ranks. So it was quite a lot like, whoa, it's all new. Whereas like when you level up naturally, you get things every time, so it feels more cool. Now I can do this, next level, now I can do that. So it's like, it's a bit easier to keep track of, basically. Whereas when you just jump suddenly from, he's like level 7 currently, to like level 16, it was like, oh my god, I can do all these things. So it was quite overwhelming, actually. Not in a bad way, but I was like, oh my god. So James helped quite a lot. So essentially we made him really beefy, and we gave him like a disgustingly powerful weapon, because we all got to have like a magic item. So James's advice, which I really appreciated, was he was like, there's no point making him more intelligent, because regardless of how intelligent he is, when you're against like spellcasters, which there were some like sorcerers, wizards, like when someone casts a spell, how it works for Dungeons and Dragons, when someone casts a spell, if you're getting it cast on you, you need to roll certain things to pass. Like, oh, I pass your spell, like I only take half damage, or like it doesn't hit me, or like whatever the situation is. Normally it's intelligence or charisma or wisdom. So as a barbarian, like in order for me to pass, he would need to really be quite intelligent, quite a lot of wisdom, quite a lot of charisma. And he's quite low in those because I've shoved it all into like strength and constitution, because as a barbarian, that's kind of what he needs. So essentially we just tanked him up. My tactic going in was hit, move, recoup, hit, move. And essentially, like, I just went swinging. I took out 3 people, and then did a lot of damage to another character, and then someone got the final kill, which honestly, I don't really care about that stuff. Yeah, so because of how it worked, it's a lot of luck. That's also the thing. Like, it's a lot of luck. So, and also James every now and then would be like, oh, make sure you don't forget to do that. And I was like, oh my god, yeah, I should, because obviously, as I say, like, when you've just gone suddenly to such a high level, there's a lot of new things. So he did help me quite a lot, especially at the beginning when I was like, what is this? So that was really good. But definitely towards like middle half and onwards, I was like, cool. So towards the end, we were basically, what James's character did was he basically went into the arena, and after a few turns, he basically destroyed a magic item, which caused a huge explosion, and then took himself out for a bit, and then he actually killed 2 other characters. So he did, like, he went in, basically. But what happened was basically I was left with, like, 2 characters. One was quite tanky, and then one is quite spell-casty based. Like, they both had spells, but one was quite tanky, and one was, like, their speciality is, like, hiding and invisibility. So it just got to a point where they were playing it really safe, which honestly I do understand. Like, if you're a spellcaster or someone that isn't as tanky as a barbarian, like, you would want to stay back a little bit. So I do 100% get that. But Leo couldn't, like, he got an ability to teleport at one point, but not, like, they can really move, whereas, like, he can't. So I was getting to a point where they were playing it really safe, and he had actually managed to find, like, a supreme potion of healing, another potion of healing. So he, without those, he would have probably gone down to 10 hit points, which is, like, really low, because he started with, like, 180. Because we're all swinging big, like, we're all doing big damage. And he was quite lucky because he didn't actually take a huge amount of damage from, like, in general. Like, he definitely did take damage. But because they were playing it safe and staying on the outskirts, it basically gave him, like, 2 turns to drink potions and a potion of growth, which made him, like, bigger. So in a way, it actually was to their downfall to play it safe. In hindsight, hindsight's a beautiful thing about me. Like, if they would have kind of kept swinging, he wouldn't have been able to drink the potions of healing. So it is one of those things, like, obviously, you want to play it safe if you're not a tank. Because it's like, okay, well, if you hit me, I'm dead. But if they would have, like, cast a spell and it hit, then it actually could have taken him out. So because of that, it got to a point where they were just, like, teleporting around. And I was saying to James, like, obviously I was on mute, and I was like, I can't do anything, because I would keep chasing them and, like, throwing javelins, because, like, he couldn't get close enough because they would just keep moving, so he would have to throw at disadvantage. But I was like, well, he still is going to hit them, so at least I can do some damage to them. So yeah, basically James was like, what would Leo do in this situation? Like, he would be like, hey, it's not fair, like, you know, like, they're not, like, I can't hit them, like, this is boring to the, because the whole thing was like people were watching the match, if that makes sense. So it's like, that's what Leo did, was he basically pleaded to the arena gods and was like, do something, make the arena smaller. So then the dungeon master basically teleported everyone into that spot, because it was quite a few rounds of, like, Leo trying to chase people and doing damage, but they were just hopping around quite a lot, which, as I say, worked in my favor, because I went, cool, I'm going to drink these 2 healing potions that I found, give myself 80 hit points back. Stunning. But yeah, obviously I was, like, quite aware that, like, oh, okay, we need to keep, because we were, like, 3 or 4 hours in at this point. I was like, okay, like, we need to start getting to the final bit. And yeah, so then eventually he just like, he did a lot of damage to one of them, then the other character killed them, and then Leo just killed that character. So yeah, so he won, which I was like, oh my god. A lot of it is luck. A lot of quite the other tanky characters were taken out by other players, because Leo did form an alliance with, like, another barbarian, because he, as a character, as a player, I'm not bothered, but as a character, he was like, if I'm going to the final 2, like, I want to be, like, against, like, a fighter. And that was also kind of his motivation to be like, do something in the arena, because he was like, this, like, as a character, he's like, this isn't what I want to fight, I want to throw down. I realised I never filmed an outro yesterday. I just came back and had dinner and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the vlogs. It isn't something I'm really planning on doing very often, but it is quite nice every now and then. And I always enjoy watching, like, friends and family and people that I follow, what they get up to on their daily lives. So hope you enjoyed it. I'm still battling a cold, but I'm getting better. And now I'm basically off until the 4th of January work-wise. And then I'm back on emails and messages on the 6th. We just did our Christmas photos, which are cute. And I hope you have a lovely Christmas and a Happy New Year. And love you all. Bye.